Looking more and more like a real garden. I weeded this area today. I sprayed neem oil on BT again. This one has a little runner. Look at it. So cute. I'm pretty sure these are sugar baby watermelons coming up. I know I have moon and stars there, but those died. I had plants. There's another tiny bean. Beans are being, the watermelon are being eaten up too. So I sprayed them as well. I weeded the other half of this side as well. These are the onions I started from seed. Well, the ones that survived. Some of them are teeny tiny. That one's the biggest one that I started from seed. I left some of these weeds right here because I looked up what to do about like flea beetles and the yellow striped bean beetle that's eating everything, and it said like a trap crop would be good. So since they're really tearing up these weeds, I left some of them, not a ton, but these are the onions that were from the bulbs. Much bigger. And then back here I threw a whole pack of dill seeds, and I weeded around them the last time I was here, and I've got several of them. That one's the biggest one, but there's more over here. So, and there's even one way back here. So that's probably the best luck I've ever had with dill. It's crazy. Just throw the seeds in. Marigold's still doing alright. I'm gonna go ahead and take these lovely flower bulbs off so it'll root more. The potatoes, I still don't know how good of a crop I'm gonna get on those, because I didn't do anything with the ground before planting them. And my pepper plants are doing really good. Aunt Molly's ground cherry. See, I thought these needed 2 to produce anything, but this is the only one big enough. But I have there's a whole garden community here, so maybe somebody else has one. Got my first little Aunt Molly's ground cherry forming. Lots of pepper plants. Marzocchi pepper plants are so easy to tell apart because they're purple. Got purple stems and stuff. I think these are Cape Gooseberry and these are eggplant. These are being torn up, but the Casper White eggplant, by far the most popular, so maybe in future years I can grow several of the Casper White seedlings and put them in front of the other eggplants and actually get an eggplant harvest, because I've never harvested anything but a tiny eggplant, a little orange one from my garden. So more peppers. I am so happy. They're doing amazing. These ones are tiny. Oh, these ones are Habanada. That kind of explains why they're so small. And that one's a sweet bonnet. Habanada again. But I left more of these. Just a few of these weeds throughout it. But in this one and those two, I'm not sure if I planted something over here or if this is a weed, but either way, I'm gonna let it grow because it's being eaten as well. So these Henderson's Lima bush beet are very, very delicious according to the bugs. I sprayed them heavily. This one's got some new growth that's not as eaten up, so we'll see if they get big enough to survive. These, I can definitely tell that spraying them made a difference. These are the Hutcher Wright soup bean. I thought they were so pretty and yellow and pretty looking. And they're probably like that when they're not dry, but dry they're just a white bean. I was disappointed when I opened the pack, but I guess taste matters. So if they grow, we'll see how they taste. And then I do still have the tomato plants hanging on for dear life. I probably need to take the flowers off that one, but I'm also not that worried about it. And then the 3 or maybe 4 little sunflowers that I had planted. Threw a bunch of sunflower seeds here a few days ago. We'll see if they do anything. But the cucumbers I bought are fine. There's a few more tomatoes back here. My tomatoes look kind of pitiful, but they're resilient, so I'm not that worried about them. Kohlrabi is doing well. This is the first thing I planted out here, I'm pretty sure, was the kohlrabi. This bed's already weedy again. And then the gourds starting to send a runner out. Look at that. Pumpkin's still hanging on for dear life. I've only ever gotten like mini pumpkins from my garden and gourds, but I've never gotten like a full winter squash, so we'll see what happens this year. I planted a few different ones right here. What happens is a squash vine borer kills the plant before it can fully develop a squash, but we'll see out here. Oh, I definitely planted my peppers too close together, but I absolutely love it.